Hi everyone, welcome to Infinite Light. My name is Shawnee. I'm getting my cards out right now. I was channeling several different messages before the video started, before I started rolling, before I started recording. The coolest thing just happened to me. I pulled cards as per the norm to start out the video and kind of get a gauge on what we're going to talk about today. And a song was coming to me in my head, but I couldn't remember the lyrics. It's a song that's out, it's heavily played on the radio. So I go to my daughter and I say, hey, what is this one song called? And I'm trying to sing it, but I can't sing it. And she knows immediately what I'm talking about. She's like, oh, Mom, you're not channeling that song. It's just stuck in your head. And I'm like, just what is this song called? So I can look it up and read the lyrics because they're telling me it means something. So I Googled the song, and the song that I was singing didn't come up, but a different song came up. And now I know that that's the song that they were trying to get me to. But it's by an artist I'd never heard of, and it's a song that I'd never heard of. It came out last year sometime, or at least it got uploaded on YouTube sometime last year. It's by an artist named Ava Max, and the song is Million Dollar Baby. It's like, she's a miracle. I'm not finding it. Remember, I only just look like Mariah Carey and all those pretty singers. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna sing the I'm not I will link it down below, and I'm gonna just read you the lyrics that came off of it, because it's like giving me these kind of hype man vibes, though it's not like a song like that. So the Million Dollar Baby by Ava Max, and it's some lyrics that really stuck out to me is, she broke out of her chains, turned fire into rain. I'm hiding in the shadows, praying she'll break free. She's a $1 million baby, nobody can explain. And then in the song, it keeps saying, she's a miracle. She's a miracle. It's like in the video, it's like a girl in a wig, a blonde wig, and then like another girl that's looking at her, but I think it's like a different herself, like in like a brunette, and then a girl on stage that has a blonde wig, and I think it's the same person. So how I'm looking at it is almost like it's like her higher self that's looking at her find herself, and she's kind of watching her perform on a stage. I think she's doing like cabaret or something, or she's a singer, and she's just really like, the girl is just really just kind of like digging her. And it could kind of read to a sort of sex relationship, but the vibes I was getting was more of, it's her inner self seeing herself grow. And it kind of totally went with the cards that I pulled for today. My dog's in the back like huffing and puffing, so I don't know if I'm translating that right. I don't care. I'm in such a great mood today. Happy Lions Gate portal, 888 portal, however you want to look at it. The powers of today are really significant. I felt them in myself. My dreams last night, the mood swings of the house today, the interaction of the people in my house today has really been there. And some really good conversations already, and it's only just barely noon where I'm at. And so I'm telling my kids today, like, pray, make sure that you're staying in an energy of gratitude, and really speak your truth. Don't speak about anything that you don't want to have happen. Only speak about the things that you want to see come to fruition in your presence, right? And ask for growth into a higher energy. So I hope you're able to use the energy 422 on the clock right there. So that speaks to me, saying that I delivered something that the higher energies wanted me to say just now. But I hope that you're able to turn your fire into rain, okay? And then now I just heard Adele, right? Maybe there's a reason why all these artists are channeling that phrase. I can't get this Adele song out of my head, and I will not try to sing Adele. And maybe there's a reason why all these artists are channeling these songs that are talking about um, transporting yourself into a sort of softer existence after being in a rocky existence, in a jagged and sharp existence, or around rocky, jagged, and sharp environments. So I think maybe it might do some good to maybe listen to some songs that get you uplifted if you're feeling the opposite of that feeling. All right, so I used the cards that we pulled today in addition to the song that I channeled that I'd never heard before, so that's awesome that that happened. I used today a deck from this fairy godmother oracle cards. I am a sucker, anything fairy, anything Cinderella. Not to divulge too much about myself, but I'm really big into the fae and fairies and whatnot. And as part of my healing, I kind of fell into that. And anytime I was feeling kind of less than, I found myself gravitating towards fairy sort of stories, not necessarily fairy tales, but the history of fairies and so on and so forth. And it kind of helped me pull myself out of a slump. All right, so the card that we got is aptitude. And I was told to read the poem that goes with it, and then two sentences from the actual book. So the race is on, time to compete, challenge tough, you won't be beat. Don't waste the gifts you've had since birth. You're here to shine across the earth. Accept your talent and be wise. Practice, claim the prize. All right. You were born with great aptitude, but instead of resting on your laurels, please remember you need to hone your skills to ensure that they are at their best so you can be at your finest. You have immense talent, and I couldn't be more proud. Just remember to practice until you have mastered the skills that you require in order to live up to your true potential of a champion. It also says in here that it is not about perfection. It is about going forth and doing. It is about learning along the way. It is about, even though you have already learned a skill and you are already practicing said skill, it's not to be complacent, not to become complacent, because there's always room for growth. And the more that you know about your purpose and your current work and what it is you hope to work at doing, the more you know about it, the more you strive to kind of share your knowledge and become even better at it. Like it becomes like kind of an addiction. Although I use the word addiction and I don't want to attach the sort of negative to that. It's really more like it's like you can't get enough. It's like you just can't get enough of trying to sharpen your skills. And so it's saying that you will be successful, but it's something that you need to actually apply yourself towards. And I did sort of a kind of a reading earlier today, and I said in the reading to this individual, like, listen, like you can't just expect for things to just show up. Like I get miracles happen, but sometimes a miracle is you showing up for yourself, not for, and I say it, not for it to come wrapped in the Amazon delivery man being at your door, like, here you go, here's your blessing. Yes, that does happen. But what happens more than anything is you being motivated to work towards your goal, and then God being behind you, the universe being behind you, source being behind you, higher energies being behind you, saying, yes, girl, yes, man, you got that. Do this. Come on, brother, you got it. I don't like when people say that, and I don't know. I don't know why I just said that. I was trying to relate to my male viewers, but it's more like if you have your passion and your purpose and you're working towards said passion and your purpose and you're sharpening those skills and you're learning about it and you're learning about it and you're learning about it and then you're applying said knowledge, you're just going to get better and better and better, and your team is going to be behind you like, bravo, we're so happy you showed up for yourself. Showing up for yourself is a blessing in itself. All right, Okay, so another card that we got out of the Egyptian God Oracle cards. Oh, by the way, if you're somebody that follows me and watches my readings, and I'm sorry, Timu. I kind of badmouthed Timu in a couple of my videos saying don't get cards from Timu because they don't have the books with them. Um, Maybe even still buy from source because you are supporting the artist and the creator of the cards. But if you do buy from Timu, um, they have the books in a QR code on the back of the deck or underneath at the bottom of the deck. So yeah. Anyways, moving on. All right, so we've got happy. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I started looking at this card, and I have kids, obviously, because I talk about that. One of my kids likes to watch Dougie. It's a BBC cartoon, out of England, and Dougie has a character on there who's a crocodile, and I'll tell you how this correlates. And his name is Happy, and I wonder if they named him after this god who is the god of fish, birds, swamps. And he also is represented by crocodiles in Egyptian culture. Excuse me. The kid that's the crocodile in the cartoon, Happy, spelled different. He's adopted by an elephant family, and so I looked up why is Happy even adopted by an elephant family, and they just said, well, they were just adopted by people that loved him, or a family that loved him. And I don't know if elephants mean anything to you or if adoption means something to you, but if it does, you'll know. All right, but that came up. So we're talking about Happy, the god of fish, birds, and swamps in ancient Egyptian culture, right? And this card is a card of renewal, and it's also a 25, or how I would add that, I would say a 7, which means introspection, right? And renewal would mean like a new path. And what I got from this card as I started thinking on it, I got that it is a call for you to go within and to follow this flow of newness that is showing up in your life, to follow the flow. Like, see, there's water at the bottom, to follow the flow of it, but follow it with an intensity and a purpose. So people say in spirituality, it's about going with the flow, man. There's also a character that kind of is hippie-ish in this Dougie. I don't know why I'm channeling Dougie in this Go Dougie cartoon. But it's kind of like, they always like, oh, go with the flow. That's how your life should be when you're in spirituality and so on and so forth. Yeah, but then you also have to like play an active role in your life too. The whole thing, it's not going to be like, microdosing and sitting in a field listening to, guitar music for the rest of your life. If that's what you want and you have no other like responsibilities like kids and mortgages and so on and so forth, then, be you, man. But for the rest of us, we have responsibilities, and we want to play an active. But you don't realize sometimes that it's like I said, it's not going to just show up at your doorstep. You have to play an active role. So this is just more of a calling to. The last card said, hone your skills. This card is saying you're on a path of renewal. You are supposed to follow that flow, but you have to follow it with an intensity and a purpose, right? So those two cards definitely marry each other perfectly. The lotus flower comes up heavily for this particular Egyptian god. Lotus representing rebirth and overcoming. The crocodile comes up for this particular god, and that, like I said, with the Hey Dougie cartoon crocodile as well. Life's urging you to find self-realization. That's what the symbolism of the crocodile is self-realization, right? And we talk about purpose on this channel a lot, and a lot of channels, they talk about finding your purpose. And I realize how hard that is for a lot of people. And I found my purpose, but I didn't find my purpose without struggle. I feel like in my particular case, I'm blessed And I just got a time reading on the clock that it's telling me to share what I'm about to share. In my particular case, I feel like I'm blessed, and here is why. I've said before, I'm retired military, and I've got like my pension and my VA disability that I get. So what that gives me is the freedom to jump in. And so I think a lot of folks have an issue with following what their purpose is calling them to, because they feel like as if they might lose whatever it is that they have. And I get that, but I'm going to challenge you to look at this. What if you are already doing a version of what your purpose is in your 9-to-5 job? It's just that it's not necessarily in the environment that's serving you. And for those people who are in a job that they love, that they want to continue in, and you've already found your purpose, then great. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to those people that are struggling to find their purpose, because everybody's saying find your purpose in spirituality, and you're thinking, well, what am I supposed to read tarot like Shawnee does? If you want to, sure, but if that's not for you, then it could be a version of what you're doing right now. And how you find your purpose is you realize what feeds you. You realize you have to really take a look at what brings you joy. If what you're doing is almost there, the gentleman that channels Bouchard actually talks about this. You have to find what brings you the most amount of joy now. Because the path that I'm on right now, I can guarantee you, because I don't stay stagnant, is not going to be the path that I'm on next year. Okay, so just what are your energies calling you towards now? And then that's your purpose. And build on that, right? Build on that. And it takes time to pause. You have to pause, and you have to play an active role. Not every single time, not all of us are Moses, where there's a burning bush in front of us and the bush says, do A, B, C, and D. Not every time is the message like that. Sometimes the message is a feeling, but you have to be sensitive to that. You have to be in tune to that. You have to welcome that. You have to be in the right mindset to feel that, in order to know that's the message that your higher energies, your spirit team, your higher self is telling you, hey, this is your purpose. All right. So it's about openness, but you have to play an active role. It's not going to come signed, sealed, and delivered for everyone. Okay. And then the last thing off of this card is that there's a bright blue all over it, and bright blue actually, or light blue actually, signifies fresh start. So I'm talking to people that are like ready to hit the ground running. I don't know why I do this a lot. Ready to hit the ground running. I don't know why I do that a lot. All right, let's pull some tarot for our last few minutes that we have. All right, for those folks, I got a flipper, but I didn't flip it in this reading, so we're going to put it back. For those folks that are joining me today, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you came and did that. It sounded just like Uncle Roger just now. Who am I channeling and where am I going with this? If you like the way that I deliver my messages, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, turn on the bell notifications so you know when I post. I like to do an every other day sort of thing, but because even though I did a video yesterday, today is a special day, so I decided to come out here and share my energy, because I wanted to get some of your energy too. And so we're going to pull some tarot right now. I do personal readings. The information for that is down below. It's listed on my Instagram page, which is down below, or you can shoot me an email and I can send you all of that information. Okay. Oh, last but certainly not least, I make jewelry out of crystals. I do a reading for you, and then I make you a bracelet, amulet, whatever it is that I'm being called to make for you. And that is a way to support you on your journey. All right, what do the cards have to say? I heard 3, so I'm gonna get 3. Okay. Okay, so the first thing that we got is we got Ace of Cups, we got the Empress, and we've got kind of like the Hierophant. relationships, action, and learning. Here's your action card. This is you taking action on this journey towards turning your fire into rain. Praise God. Look at that. Won't he do it? Won't he speak through people? This is you're like the cards are just confirming the message that I brought forward at the beginning of this video, right? So this is you being the creator of your own destiny, taking action. You hone those skills, you find the skills, and you practice and you practice and you put them into action. You practice them and you put them into action. I can guarantee you in a month from now, I will not be reading tarot cards the same way that I will be reading them, because I will have studied so many other decks and so many other ways to deliver messages. That's my growth. What does your growth look like, right? All right, and then we've got here learning. Again, learning, finding new traditions, finding new ways to view where you're at. And this Ace of Water is just a gift of intuition, a gift of the relationship within yourself. Another major arcana, this is the Chariot. And this is divinely guided. It's a 7 again, so that was the introspection. So we got seven twice, right? So that was the introspection that I was talking about earlier. 21:33 on the clock. It's like as you continue to hone your skills, it's like people are gonna start seeing you in a new light. Yeah, and you're gonna hear a 4th major arcana card, and it's going to give you a truly fulfilled feeling, because not only are people going to start seeing you in this new light because you've honed in and mastered these new skills and you're showing up to the table differently, but you are going to start seeing you in this new light. And then earlier in my reading, when I was talking about it's going to be addicting, you're going to be like, wow, this is great for me. What else can I do for me to continue like this? 33 again on the clock. Off the bottom. 2 off the bottom. It's just going to lead to even more opportunities, you honing in your skills. I mean, like, why wouldn't it? I mean, that's just basic logic. I get that some of this stuff is just like intellectually, I know that this leads to that, but sometimes you just need a message in your face. Like, legit, how would it not lead to good things? How would it not? You honing in your skills and practicing, not for perfection, but for showing up better for yourself and showing up better for those that you are serving, your customer base, your clientele, you know, your kids, your partner. How would it not? And this is your motivation and your determination. It's almost like as if you heard me say this and this is that affirmation. You're like, yes. Why do I always hit my hand like that? Oh my God. I don't know what I'm thinking about these days. But you're like, yes, high five, Shawnee. I'm just here to read the cards. What am I doing? My dog is like ready to leave. My dog is ready to leave. All right, and then Cooper, go lay down, please, baby. All right, and here you are, right? This is you. You've honed in your skills. You've practiced until it served you better. You've practiced until it served your clientele better. It led to more opportunities. You took charge. And the outcome is you just getting to chill. The outcome is you having everything you ever wanted. Security and prosperity. This ten of Pentacles doesn't just mean, you know, like wealth or anything. It means the family, the house, the home, the dog. It means the dream. But I'm not going to say the Western dream or the American dream, because that doesn't speak to everybody. But they're mad at me for some reason, I guess. Especially Cooper, he wants me to be done. So we'll be done here shortly. But it means that you realize whatever it is that you've always wanted. Can you go lay down, please? I'm almost done. All right, let's pull some oracle cards and see what we can get for you, and then we'll close it out. I understand that the video is going long, so if you stayed with me this long, unlike my dogs, I appreciate you. Let me know where it is that you're watching this video from. Let me know how this is resonating with you, and if this is something that you feel like you need to share with a friend or a family member, do that. All right, so we got creativity and we got disruption. Let's look at this, because I've already said creativity is life is a blank canvas, and you are the creator, you are the director, you are the writer, you are the actor. He's just being a nuisance at this point, right? But what does disruption mean? Lost my card. Disruption. 21. Sometimes when I say these numbers, they mean something to somebody, so that's why I just say them out loud. 21. What does that mean to you? All right, 21. An unexpected disruption opened the way to new and better outcomes. I said that, didn't I? Oh, I didn't say specifically like a tower moment. I didn't say that. But I did say like you environments that were like sharp and unserving. It's almost like as if it's saying to, right, turn your fire into rain. So it's almost like saying that you are being called to take a look at the things that kind of ailed you in your recent past and see how you can turn that into motivation for your present, right? Like how you can use that as fuel for your own fire. And it even talks about, like, it gives an example of like losing a job or losing a partner, a mate, a friend. And how can you turn that into, how can you alchemize that from something that wasn't serving you into something that's currently motivating you? And that's your introspection. That's what the 7 was representing in these cards, is you pausing to take a look at those realities, and not the reality how they were painted before, but how do you create it into a new story where you are the star and you are constantly growing in positive and better ways. All right, so I'm being called to pull this Healing Waters Oracle. Let's see if we can get a card off of here for you. And what do we have? Okay, I got 2. All right, from this Healing Waters Oracle deck from Rebecca Campbell, we've got Lady of the Lake, new beginnings. Something is about to happen. Okay, so maybe there is a tower moment coming. Maybe I'm foreshadowing to someone who is about to experience a disruption of some sort that is going to call you to a renewal. And this is you, instead of continuing to stay in the fire of it, and the heat of it, and the negativity of it, you immediately know, because of this message or because of what other people have been saying to you recently, the things that you picked up along your path, along your journey. I'm not wanting to be said. Something doesn't want me to say this. You don't stay in that slump, and you use it as fuel to, like, if you're recently laid off for a job or let go from a job, you don't stay in a woe is me. You say, okay, well, watch me. watch me do, watch me do. I'll do this again. I'm going to do this somewhere else, and I'm going to do it so much better. But before I go and tackle this again, I am going to study some more, research some more, just so I can make myself that much better. And it's like Pretty Woman, when she goes back in the shop, she's like, do you remember me from yesterday? Yeah, big mistake, right? Do you remember me when you let me go before? Yeah, big mistake. But don't be that person, because I always preach on here to keep that power within you. Just let them observe your growth, but you don't have to put it in their face. But yeah, so it's saying something is about to happen. New beginnings. Didn't we get that with renewal as well, right? So the cards are all saying the same thing. The pink dolphin, celebration, fun, unbridled joy, open heart. It's going to get you to a point, though, where you are going to be happy that it happened, right? So in catch 22, like hindsight, you're going to be like, wow, not catch 22, but hindsight being 2020, you're going to look back at it and say, well, I'm so glad that happened. And I'm so glad that I took the time to grow myself, and I'm so glad that I put myself back out there, and I played an active role in my life versus just sitting back on the recliner and doing nothing, eating Doritos and drinking diet sodas and watching SpongeBob all day on TV. Yeah, because that serves no one, and that gets you nowhere. And that definitely doesn't give you is a gift wrap blessing at the door, because it's about the energy that you present to the world, and that's how you magnetize that energy towards you. This is a super long video comparatively, but I feel like I had to say what I said. Thank you for sticking with me. I will see you guys soon. Please use this portal for good. Please use this portal for gratitude. Stay in I am grateful sort of feeling, and watch how you just soar to higher heights. All right, guys. Thank you. See you soon. Bye.